Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. I ran into this guy. Just got back from boot. He's excited. He is excited. Because Trump's talking off and on about, sending troops to Iran. Talking about war with Iran. Saying he doesn't want it, but we're ready for it. Sending a carrier group out there. This kid, he is excited. He is a kid. He's young enough to be excited about going to war. And he's excited because he missed Iraq and Afghanistan. And he's like, yeah, man, they're talking about 120,000 troops. I'm like, man, they're going to need more than that. He's like, no, we're not going to have those problems. It's not like Iraq. We already got the Arab linguists and everything. And that's the perfect example. That shows, I understand this kid is not brass. I get that. But he's making the same mistakes. They don't speak Arabic. They speak Farsi. They're trying to draw a parallel to Iraq. 120,000 troops. Anyway. So, in case you don't know what popped all this off, some shipping boats were allegedly sabotaged. I say allegedly because we haven't seen any evidence, much less evidence that Iran did it. But we've blamed them. They're denying it, but we've blamed them. And Rubio, Senator Rubio, is out there saying, well, it's all on them. They get to decide, I guess, whether or not we attack them. We attack them. Because it's not, they attacked us. None of those boats were ours. 2 of them were Saudi, 1 was UAE, and I think 1 was from Norway. But it's all on them. No, Senator, it's on you. You're the one that's going to vote for it. Then you got Tom Cotton out there saying, well, we'll end the war in 2 strikes. We? What is this we? You're going to be in D.C. You're going to send them off, and then maybe you'll write a letter to one of their families. That's it. You'll probably have a staffer write the letter, to be honest. There's no we in this, sir. So, on the ground, the number 2 guy in charge of Operation Inherent Resolve, he's a major general, he's British, Geka, I think is his name. He said that the threat level from Iran has not increased. And then damage control. Out comes a Navy captain, spokesman for CENTCOM. He comes out and says, well, that runs contrary to our credible evidence and our intelligence. That's cool. That alone presents its own issue, because that means one of 2 things. Either CENTCOM is not distributing intelligence that could save American lives, or they're making it up. Those are the only options. Now, the New York Times has reported that Acting Secretary of Defense Shanahan reviewed a plan with the White House about sending 100 to 120,000 troops to Iran. Trump himself is saying that he doesn't want a war and going back and forth with it, but at the same time he's promised them a devastating war and a bad problem, and said that he was willing to spend way more than 120,000 troops. Well, that's good, because you're going to have to. You are going to have to. This is not Iraq. 120,000 is less than we sent to Iraq, and we didn't pacify Iraq. I know somebody out there is going, well, it's a different country. It is. It is a different country. The Iranian military trains for insurgency. It's part of their war plan. Not the way Iraq did a couple of drills. No, they plan on it. They're also more technologically advanced. And then there's the big problem, the numbers issue. Iraq had a population of 38 million. Iran, about 80. 120,000 troops just is not going to cut it. And I know, well, they don't want regime change. No, I know they don't want that. What they want is to put the U.S. on a wartime footing before the election, because they know that wartime presidents are more reelectable. That's what they want. They don't care that American troops are going to die so they can get some extra votes. But the reality is, you cannot go into Iran half-heartedly. You go in, it's going to be regime change. And it's going to be another decade-long insurgency. Over what? When this happens, remember this. It started because of Saudi profits. That's what this is over. We were not attacked. It had nothing to do with us. The Saudis were. Maybe. We don't even know that Iran did it. And we certainly can't trust U.S. intelligence at this point. That's where we're at. If we go into Iran half-heartedly, well, as Trump said, it'll be a devastating war. And we'll have a bad problem. But even knowing all of this, when the time comes, people will wave those flags, put that yellow ribbon on their truck, bumper sticker Patriots, and not say a word as their kids and grandkids are sent off to die for Saudi profits. They're not fighting for freedom. They're fighting so Trump can be more reelectable. You willing to let your kid die for that? Before you say that you support the troops, you have to support the truth. And in this case, this is a manufactured war. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.